You listening to rockslamradio.com. From all studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a groupie, throw some horns, and settle in for another fine show from rockslamradio.com.
You have boarded Lester's tour bus with your host, Lester Rockwell, live on Rock Slam Radio. So find a seat and settle in, and be prepared for sudden stops. Some settling may occur.
That's our good buddies Murderfly. Welcome back to the Lester's tour bus. It's been a couple of weeks. We did the benefit for Mark Brewer last week. I was there with Mr. Zappa. How are you doing today?
Right on, yeah. Murderfly, they're from my former county of Brevard.
Brevard County. It seems like everybody seems to come out of here. We have a special guest today. I have no idea who this person is, which it's a good thing because I have no band, no format, nothing. We're just kind of doing it today impromptu. Her name is... We're freestyle. It's Mama J. So the first thing we're going to do today is ask Mama J, since I know nothing about her, where she comes from, what she does, that sort of thing. So,
hello, you guys.
well, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Um,
She works part-time as a nanny as well.
no, not really.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kinda. I'm a massage therapist by trade,
Really?
so
Ooh.
I actually nanny everybody that comes to me, and I help, rub away their pain, sorrows, and
Yeah, I have one of those at home.
yeah. Oh,
She
really?
rubs away my pain and sorrows, yes.
Oh, okay.
We won't talk about that. I'm in trouble now.
I just started here
Adult.
with the company and everything, and I'm really excited to be here. I have my own show called Mama J Speaks. And what my show basically is about is I talk about the regular faux pas that we all experience and go through. And I come from a place of my own experience and my journey as to how I came to a very spiritual realm within myself to create the Mama J Speaks character, so to speak. And I want to help inspire, encourage people to find their own divinity within, awaken them little by little, because everybody's on their own path. And I do that with this metaphysical undertone and spiritual comedy flair as much as possible.
I feel enlightened already.
So, what are these sort of the pitfalls that people fall into that you talk about on your show?
The pitfalls, soul fragmentation, when you go through traumas of relationship breakups, when you go through traumas of like accidents, or if you go through drug abuse, alcoholism,
Listen
any
carefully
of those
here, buddy.
things. Those are aspects of a soul fragmentation, and I've gone through it myself. So I'm coming from a place of empathy and understanding of people and everything, and explaining my process of what I went through and what I did to get to a better place and everything. So
That's really cool. Do you think music is good therapy?
absolutely, most definitely.
How about metal? Is metal good therapy?
Well,
It's a cleansing.
A little bit
thing.
of Satan, you got to represent all sides,
Well, it's I can't really say because it depends on the individual and where everybody is on their own path in life. Um, I have gone through a period of my life where I went for the harder type music at some point, and then as I've become more lighted, so to speak, I prefer more of the jazz, more of, the really chill, get back to the
We know
80s,
Satan
90s.
started with jazz, jazz and liquor, in the 20s. So
Yes.
I don't know if that's such a departure from the evils of music, but
Well, if you look at evil, it's live backwards.
what?
Don't look at me like that.
Well, I suppose that's true.
And so
But if you look at God, it's
actually,
dog backwards.
true.
Yeah.
However, when people like the hardcore Christians and, Bible thumpers,
Sure.
they want to damn you that you're this horrible, horrible person and you're going to
Yeah.
burn to hell and this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And
That
in
happened on the way in the
actuality,
studio today, actually.
and in actuality, it's about you're choosing to live a life that is more in the darker region. It's in the darkness as opposed into the light. When you decide that you want to be part of the light again, you'll decide to do that and you'll take a part of that path. But until then, if this is a particular lifetime where you're not to experience that, then you'll be in the darkness. And that's, as long as you overall are a decent person that doesn't wish ill will on other people or anything like that, whatever your personal option is, that's solely for you.
Yeah. Well, life's too short for drama. I try to, you inevitably are going to get into snafus and situations with people, and even if you have relationships that you can't remediate, it's good not to leave those bad feelings with other people.
Exactly.
I do try to do that because life is too short to sit around negative all the time.
Exactly.
Karma, baby.
Yeah, bitch. I know her personally.
You know the bitch Karma? Isn't there I swear there's a band out there named that Bitch Karma, something like that. Yeah,
It's a punk
I just
band.
saw them recently. Is that a punk band? There you
Yeah,
go.
I just played at a club last night. I saw that sticker on the wall.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So you guys are musicians,
In theory.
and I love musicians because of the creativity. The lyrics are poetry. I actually write poetry and everything that I'll be sharing on my show as well. And so
Well, I have to listen to your show. I'll have to drop by. What we do here on Lester's Tour Bus, we promote Florida music.
awesome.
So I've been involved in the scene for the last 20 years. I know so many bands over from the East Coast. He's got the West Coast buttoned up, and it's just the music scene has evolved over the last 20 years. These especially the younger people today, they take care of each other. They're very good friends, and I really didn't know that was going on. I just started getting out more because I missed the scene. I did the whole domestic thing, raising kids and everything, and sort of pulled
Aw,
myself
you're
out
a
of it for a while.
papa.
Yeah, I have 3 daughters.
God bless you, darling.
Yes, ma'am. And so you get to missing it after a while, or I hit a midlife
Absolutely.
crisis or something. I don't know. I realized I wasn't as emotionally mature as I thought. So
Oh, that's huge
Yeah.
that you even recognize that. Rock on.
thank you. So I get back
It's
out on the
working.
scene, and it's evolved. Everything's changed dramatically.
Right.
The bands today, it's just a lot of love and a lot of
Peace.
camaraderie and helping each other. And the other thing is, these bands today are good, really good.
Mm.
Like if they would have been around, most of the 20 somethings that are in bands today, had they been around in the 80s back when I was playing, they would have been incredible. I mean, and they're everywhere. It doesn't matter what night I go up to the any of the venues around here. But I tend to go to the Brass Mug the most, and it doesn't matter what night I go. They're going to have 2 or 3 bands there that are just completely professional live.
Really? Brass Mug? Where's that?
How long have you been in Tampa?
I just got back here 4 months ago.
Jeez, it used to be over on Fletcher and an urban part of the city, and now it's been moved over to Florida Avenue. So it's the exact same stage. The Brass Mug is just this legendary bar. Every band you can imagine, whatever, Nine Inch Nails,
Really?
Cannibal Corpse,
I'll have to look at that up.
Green Day, Nirvana, all of them have played at this place when they were small.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like those places.
Yeah. It's that kind of venue over in Melbourne. You said you were from Brevard.
I lived there for a while. I'm really from Maryland.
Do you remember the Asylum or
I
Power
didn't live there
Station?
that far back.
Over on Wickham, but that was
Yeah.
another venue like that on that side.
That was a ways back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just moved from Orlando.
So you came pretty far. He said, Buddy earlier said she sounded like she was from the northeast of the South. So that, I guess that would be Jacksonville. But
Well, actually, I'm originally from this area, but my roots are from Ohio and New York, Pennsylvania area, from family and everything. And I had been living in Orlando for the past 14, 15 years, and I just recently moved back here to help with family and everything. So
Um,
I have 2 offspring. They're awesome. They're actually here with me today, but they're socializing with everybody else. I did teach them to become social butterflies in certain situations.
That's good.
So awesome children of
well, we're
mine.
going to be going till 5:30 today. So are you going to try to stick for the 2 hours? As long as you
Possibly.
can.
I
All right.
gotta check on them and see
Well,
how
let's
they're
check
feeling.
on them. I'm going to go ahead and I want to get through a bunch of music today. This is a band, Burning for Verona. They actually played last night in Largo. This is one of my favorite bands. There's a locally. I'm wanting to. I'm thinking about doing a Lester Fest,
That's
which
a
just
great
sounds
idea.
perverse as hell. But I do Boz Fest every year
Yeah.
on the East Coast, and we get really great bands together, and it's every year it's getting more and more popular, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and I couldn't be pleased more about that. But Murderfly, one of the bigger bands in Florida, they played there last year, and everybody came for free. They basically do it just for selling CDs and T-shirts, but it's a day gig, so you're out there in the sun.
Oh
right?
yeah, baking.
But I want to do another one, and I'm handpicking my bands, and
Ooh.
I'm very impressed with somebody. I just met Fathom a couple weeks ago. They were really good. I'm a huge fan of Mechanism. I talk about them every single week. A huge fan of Murderfly, and then Burning for Verona, and then I'm gonna look for like 2 or 3 more bands, and I want to make the epic, hard rock. This just the best of the best, in my
Mm.
personal opinion. So, anyways, this is Burning for Verona. Thank you. Welcome back to Lester's Tour Bus. That was Burning for Verona. And most of the music that I play on here, these are bands that I've seen live before. This is an excellent band live. If you get a chance, what I'm going to do is play 2 or 3 songs from each band that I have authorization to play music for today. If you're a band and you're listening to the show and you would like this music played on the show, you're a Florida band. That's basically the only criteria. Doesn't matter what type of music it is, as long as it comes from Florida, and you're not, you're kind of in the scene and sort of the friends with the, oh gosh, what do I want to say? Just part of the scene, not the kind of people that help other bands along, and we like to promote people who help promote other people, if that makes sense.
Right on. So this is like open genre, multicultural type show.
Peace, man. Peace, brother.
Yeah.
That was as hippie a thing as I'm gonna do. I met with if you ever had a chance to listen to Mechanism, Mechanism has the singer Mecca. I'm sure that's her real name. But that's how she's known. They have a project they're doing called Beautiful Chorus, and I just became familiar with it yesterday, and it's actually a really cool concept. If you get a chance to check it out on YouTube, it's all women, but I don't really know how many, but it's definitely over a dozen, and they're all singing together. So it kind of made me think of the sirens in Homer's Odysseus. These collection of women making these, this beautiful music, and they have a song out that they made a video for, and it's very good. And it's based around a quote that Bruce Lee had made about the force of water, being one of the elemental forces of Earth, and about how water can destroy, or water can, help or whatever. But I don't remember the quote exactly, and unfortunately I can't serve their concept well. But if you get a chance, definitely go and listen to it. There's a photograph which made me think of something that I had thought about in the past, and they have a picture of all of them touching a tree, and of course I've seen that before. Everybody comes out and they do tree worship.
That's a spiritual thing.
It's a spiritual. It's a hippie thing, And so I try to do the Cartman thing, hippies, whatever. Yeah. But I find that I'm actually making more and more friends with them, and I really have no problem with them at all. I just, it's just kind of a joke thing, kind Kind of like I do the Al Bundy thing, anti-marriage, but I couldn't be more than happy to be married to who I'm married to. But you play around, whatever. Anyways, so they're all okay. That's cool. They're all touching a tree, and it made me think of something. If you look at some of these studies, they say when they want to protect trees. So when you cut down a tree, a tree obviously is a living thing, but it has these natural defense mechanisms. And plants everywhere, they have these defense mechanisms. They can summon, other types of insects to defend them. They can strangle each other out, choke each other out. I mean, all these crazy things. They say when you cut down a tree, it has a response, a stress response. And then that stress response can be equivocated to a scream. So a tree, when you cut it down,
Screams.
it may not be feeling pain the way that you feel pain, but the tree screams. Now, my question is, how's that any different for a carrot? A carrot is alive. And if you took a carrot and you put it in the ground, it's going to grow into other carrots. So
That's right.
the way that I take this is that eating carrots is cruel. Because I'm a carnivore and I eat meat, everything that I eat has been killed before I eat it. When you eat a carrot, you're eating that poor screaming thing alive.
That's an amazing analogy.
That's right. So I'm going to start this movement against vegetable cruelty, essentially, and stop these vegetarians in their tracks. What do you think?
Yeah, and start eating dirt.
You got to eat something, I guess.
You got to. Might as well eat dirt.
But I think that food should be killed first before it's eaten, and
that correlates with my theory that everything is sound.
Everything is sound.
Everything is sound. Everything you see, can touch, everything in the physical plane, this table, this microphone, you and I, is compressed sound.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Sounded good to me, too.
Well, why don't you, next week when we come on here, we're going to elaborate on that theory.
Far out.
What do you think?
That's groovy, man.
Okay, and then, of course, my entire point of view was reinforced if you ever listen to Tool, Undertow, their early album that actually made them famous. If you go to track 69, there's a song, and it's about this man who had a dream, and he was out in this field, and he heard these screaming, and he didn't know what the tortured screams were. And then he awoken, and he realized that what he was hearing was the cry of the carrots, and that the carrots had a conscience, and the carrots were existed, and that the next day was harvest day, and to the carrots it was the Holocaust. And so in that track 69, you can hear, as the carrots are being plucked from the ground, you can hear the screaming of the carrots.
Wow.
And so, see, it wasn't only me that understood that eating vegetables as a vegetarian or vegan is the equivalent of murder, and that makes you worse than Hitler, as Gutfeld would say. Anyways, I'm going to, that's right. I'm going to go ahead and play this other Burning Fair Verona song while I recoup from what just happened, and the station manager is giving me signs and finger gestures we won't discuss. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play this Burning Fair Verona song. This is Dynasty. We're back here. This is Lester's Tour Bus. We're back with Buddy Zappa and Mama J
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Mama J.
on
Hi, darling.
rockslamradio.com. Let me see here. Yes.
I see us.
Yes, it is.
I see you.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, that looks awesome. Good job. This is our engineer, Nolan
That's a little
Ray, in
freaky,
there
man.
screwing
You're freaking
around.
me out there. I thought I was on some weird acid trip just now.
And he might have been.
Oh, that's really scary.
Yeah,
that's really
that's a good one
scary,
there.
yeah.
Wow.
Are they seeing
Our
that on the
station
stream as
manager
well?
is changing the format and the font of the picture.
They can
Oh,
see it that way. They don't think
oh.
we're insane, talking about things that make no sense.
There is nothing wrong with your television screen or computer
Ah.
screen.
See, this is why you shouldn't let Nolan play with technology.
This is not a test,
Look at this here.
really. Next thing you know, monsters are going to be jumping out from behind us.
Maybe.
Hey,
Go ahead and
Mary J, we did.
Mary J. No, Mama J.
Mama
Mama
J.
J.
It's
Well, you know what
okay.
was on my mind, right?
Yes, I totally
I
get
got
it.
Mary
I
Jane on my
understand.
mind. I'm just Lester and I did a all-day event kind of thing last Sunday out in Newport Richey at a little club called Cocktails, and it was a benefit for a fallen musician named Mark Brewer and his wife and 6 sons
Wow.
named Allison Brewer. And we would like to apologize to the folks because we were having major technical difficulties staying online out there. We were trying to conduct interviews in the same room that they were doing the concert in,
Mm-hmm.
and the sound was unbearably loud, and we could barely be audible. It was very bad. And we just wanted to say we are truly sorry for the quality that came out, but we want to make up for that and bring all the bands that played at that event in for an interview. So if you're out there and you're listening, please let the bands know, namely Damon Janaya, the host and organizer of the event, and also Allison Brewer.
And 2 amazing people. Allison, just a really charming lady, and it's really unfortunate. They actually had 2 webcasts. The first guy, I don't know who it was that was up front. He was basically doing the same thing that we were, but for whatever reason, he was able to stay connected, and I think that there is a good a record of the event that day. And with us, like he said, we just could not stay online, so it started breaking up online, and it's really unfortunate because, I spoke to Allison, and she's just a very, very elegant, very eloquent, well-spoken person,
Strong, yeah.
and it was a very unfortunate, what had happened, but it was just amazing, just how many people showed up. The whole place was packed. There were so many bands there. There were so many people there. They got a tour bus and set it outside of the bar purely for her so that when she got overwhelmed, they would let her. She basically had a whole tour bus to herself. Yeah. And Damon, he's extremely well-known musician. He's played all over the world. He worked with Savatage for a while.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah. And so he came out there, and I mean, just a a regular guy, but just an amazingly nice guy. He was going so much out of his way to help her out and do the right thing by her. And of course, her husband, who died suddenly,
Hmm.
for it was just one of those things that can happen. I don't want to go into why, but he just out of the blue, boom, and then he recovered. He shouldn't have recovered from the what I want to say
Ailment.
Condition.
the condition that he had, the ailment he had, and but he did for a few days, and they were able to make arrangements and talk to each other, and so a lot of people in situations like that don't get a chance to say goodbye. In her case, she did. She was very appreciative of that fact, but he was the drummer for Damon, and I would certainly love to speak to Damon again. Just other than the fact that sort of like he said, make up for what happened that day, but also just to bring a really good person and somebody who's instrumental in the music scene locally to the Tour Bus show.
Right.
But let's see. I want to discuss. Did you want to talk about anything? I'm gonna start talking about another band, but
That's cool.
Tell me about your show. Like when is it on?
It's on Monday evenings between 5 and 6 that you can actually catch me live. If anybody wants to tune in, that would be great. And it's also an interactive, so whenever I give out the phone number to call in, because I do want people to call in so we can have dialogue, discussions, opinions, whatever, people can get stuff off their minds.
Now, what station do you broadcast out of?
The spiritpioneers.com one and the artsradio.com one.
And then
So,
does it dual broadcast on both?
yeah, it's
Gotcha.
simulcast. So I bring
Right
in
on.
musicians that are along the new age type stuff, like Druid Roots. I interviewed him this last show that I did last Monday. He's the lead singer of Druid Roots, and because his music is actually my intro music to my show, and I know him personally, him and his wife, and they're really awesome. So we had a really great talk and show with them, relationships and men and women energy and all kinds of stuff. And then he played some of his music, so it was really cool.
Earlier, Lester was talking about hugging trees.
I've hugged trees.
Are you into that?
Totally.
Right on. You believe in the spiritual energy and positive thing that you can get from trees?
Absolutely.
Right on.
So if I was a tree, would you hug me?
Yeah, because you're more like a teddy bear.
That's funny. I heard that just yesterday.
Teddy bear tree.
My niece got married yesterday.
Oh, congratulations to
20
your
years old.
niece.
Well, her father's side of the family is Chilean. I don't really know any Chileans, but
Oh my God.
so I got to party with them,
Chilean.
and I mean literally people from 12 to 70.
Awesome.
And I was told by her father, he said, "Have you ever partied with Chileans before?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, prepare yourself." And of course, Tom Araya from Slayer, he's Chilean, so yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So
Slayer.
he's one of my favorite people on the planet. He's one of the few people that I would actually be starstruck if I ever met. So right away, I've already got a positive attitude with Chilean. So they all come to my house last night. We're doing the whole big pool party thing, and it was just the most awesome time I've had in a decade. He was absolutely correct. If you ever get a chance to party with Chileans, Lester gives a thumb up.
Woohoo.
Woohoo! Anyways, the new band I want to discuss is a band called Fathom, and I did not even know Fathom existed until I saw them. I went to go see the Wildman Entertainment, JB Brock's
You sure you're saying it right?
Fathom.
You sure didn't fathom?
Well, it's got an E in there, Faethom. So maybe it is Fathom.
Oh,
and they just spelled it a
If there's an
different
E
way.
in there, then you're
There's
probably right.
Definitely an E in there.
Oh, wow.
But I went to go to JB Brock show from Wildman Entertainment. He's a promoter. He does great jobs. The shows that I've been to, all of them have been absolutely outstanding. So went to this show, and some of the bands I already knew and I'd heard before, but I heard this band Fathom, and Fathom definitely rose to the top one of the top bands that are my favorite bands in Florida. And they're first of all, they're just very unique. They use a lot of it's harder edge music, but they use a lot of keyboards. They have a female singer. She does an excellent job. Her name is Mariela Muerte.
Ooh.
Yes, and this band's from Chocobamba in the heart of Bolivia,
Ooh.
but they're actually from Fort Lauderdale. So they do fit the Lester tour bus criteria because they are
Lauderdale
indeed
via
a
Chocobamba.
Florida band.
Awesome.
But in a time when there are so many extremely good guitarists, for a guitarist, their guitarist, his name is David Diacrono. He was true. He stood out. He was still able to distinguish himself. And I spoke to him after the show, and I was just blown away. I mean, this guy is just incredible. And if you ever get a chance, I use the word a lot, but I mean, if you get a chance to see this band and check out their lead guitarist, and he teaches guitar, and you know, it's like his entire life is surrounded around it. But they did give me some music to play on the show, and so that's what we're gonna do. This is Fathom, and this song is called "Thou Shall Follow."
Welcome to my convent. So glad that you could come.
What else can be said? And they are that good live.
Wow.
Yes, and this sitting here next to me is Buddy Zappa. Now he actually he's been on the doing the tour bus with me. This is either our third or fourth show together. But he is an accomplished guitarist and bass player himself, and he plays for. Let me give you that. He's going to do his acoustic interpretation of Eric Johnson's Cliff It Over right now. Go ahead, buddy. You wuss.
That's it.
You wuss.
Don't
It's like
underestimate
throwing-
yourself. Come on, you're awesome.
It's like throwing paint on a wall. You know, you do it long enough, eventually you get good at it. I'm no shredder by any stretch. I'm basically a rhythm bagger, you know. You know, I play and sing mostly.
He wrote that, by the way.
That drummer on that track you just played, he's incredible.
They're
That was incredible drumming right there.
they're something else. That's what I said. I was at the show just with my mouth open. I'm like,
Yeah.
geez, guys.
And the singer, she talks like that? For
She
real?
t- oh, exactly.
In real life?
In real life, I said,
How you
I
doing?
went up after the show. I said, "Hey, man, I love your shit." She's like,
Oh, thank you very much.
I would just
Whoa.
she really does talk like that. Unbelievable.
"Who are the members of the band?" Well, over here's David. There, over there is Satan.
Oh my God. Thank
Sorry.
God I'm protected by divine protection and light.
Oh, right on. Can I get in that umbrella?
Yeah,
Depends
I think
what
you-
path you choose.
I think he's hitting on your mama, Jay. Watch out for him.
By the way, is that a mood ring on your ring finger?
It's a moonstone.
Oh, moonstone.
Yeah, and I believe this is
Does it change color or?
no. These are
Oh.
energy stones. I usually have a necklace with a bunch of stones and a chakra balancer, and
Oh, chakra
everything.
balance. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
I dabble in all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Pagan rituals.
Anything
No.
like
Are
a
you a
colon
pagan?
cleanse?
I'm sorry.
Are you a pagan?
No, but I have read things to better understand what they're about.
Sure.
So it's better not to judge, but to understand. And that's what I'm about, is to understand people and understand things in general.
Have you ever read Arspensky,
And no.
Russian philosopher? He believed in the way is all four combined, the way of the spirit, monk, the fakir through pain, emotion, and all four physical planes till you reach a point of enlightenment. He had a theory about that. I read a lot about that back in the day.
Well, then
quite
you
interesting.
kind of like Buddhism too, then.
Mm.
Eckhart
Mm.
Tolle. Those
I've never really
guys.
delved in those areas. I guess I'm more centered mainstream, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Well, all of that is actually mainstream. Everything has a different name for it based upon the language
Right.
for the individual.
Right.
So, say for instance, you have all these man-made religions, right?
Right.
At the core of all these man-made religions is the aspect of the spirituality that is the cord that links everything together.
Yeah, don't they all basically believe in the one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
What is that one thing?
That rocks are cool.
Divine intellect, divine guidance, divine energy, divine spirit.
Some talk to the wall, some talk to the rocks, some talk to the bushes and shrubs, some talk to invisible things. It's all divine.
I believe when I meet my fate, I will cleave to the loving bosom of Thor.
Yeah, then you'll know.
Yes. Huh?
Right on.
Well, I mean, if you have to have a god, I mean, that guy looks pretty good. You know what I mean?
Thor,
Big-
the movie guy.
No,
Thor.
no, well,
I
no,
saw
just
the movie Thor. That guy is
the
very
guy,
hot.
He's got a hammer.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
dating a guy that looked like him. Well, back in the day when I knew
Really?
him,
Yeah.
and now I've met him now, and he got domesticated. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. And the pecs went to Moobs. I know about it. Yeah. So, anyway, the music, you were telling me what type of music you like, that sort of what is it, the stuff that you're
New
into?
age music. I like the classic music of like 70s, 80s, 90s. You know, rock, from the regular rock from that era to dance. I'm very eclectic. I also like classical music. You know, whatever speaks to my soul is what I listen to, basically.
Well, I have a song here from a Florida band. It is a new age song, and it's about sort of the way that we coexist with one another, and about the energy that binds us together through the unconscious mind, and the ebb and flow, and how all of us are individuals, but how we're all connected by a common energy. Would you like to listen to it?
Absolutely.
All right.
You're
She's
speaking
Murder
my
Fly.
language.
Loaded up my Glock, I've got a 12-gauge shotgun. Loaded and cocked, bet your ass when I'm rolling up your street. Just know I am the baddest motherfucker you will ever meet. I'm a bad motherfucker. Loaded up my Glock, I've got a 12-gauge shotgun. Loaded and cocked, bet your ass when I'm rolling up your street. Just know I am the baddest motherfucker you will ever meet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bad motherfucker loaded up my Glock and a 12-gauge shotgun and loaded and cocked. Bet your ass when I'm rolling. I'm a bad motherfucker if you didn't know it. Come on, please, and test me. Come on, please, and test me. Come on, please. Come on, please. Test me. I'm a bad motherfucker. Loaded up my Glock. I've got a 12-gauge shotgun. Loaded and cocked. Bet your ass when I'm rolling up your street. Just know I am the baddest motherfucker you will ever meet. Oh yeah. Whoa yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a bad motherfucker. Loaded up my Glock. I've got a 12-gauge shotgun. Loaded and cocked. Bet your ass when I'm rolling up your street. Just know I am the baddest motherfucker you will ever meet. I'm a bad motherfucker. Loaded up my Glock. I've got a 12-gauge shotgun. Loaded and cocked. Bet your ass when I'm rolling up your street. Just know I am the baddest motherfucker you will ever meet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck.
There you go, Mama J. As you could hear, they included some of the
The rage and the
natural urge.
anger and the resentment and the fear
Those
and the
sounds-
agitation and
No,
all of that
no.
of what is deep inside some
It
people.
was pure beauty.
Well, what does it? What could a song like that do to you, Mama J? Does it affect you in any way? I mean, what do you do when you're all of a sudden impinged upon with something like that? What goes through your mind? I mean, how do you react?
I react in such a way that I have to block the energy that comes from it
Oh.
because it's a dark energy. It's a lower
Mhm.
frequency of energy vibration than
Right.
what I'm emanating from at this point.
That's actually the name of the album. Very good.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, that was spiritual.
Emanating dark energy.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah.
Very good analogy.
Oh, I mean, I make it no mystery on the show. This is Murderfly. I love them. First time I ever saw them was at the House of Blues. This particular song, I don't care where you go in the state, you're gonna see a shirt. It'll have a fly on the front. It'll say "Bad Motherfucker" on the back, and they're everywhere. I love Murderfly, so every time I get a chance to play them, but lots and lots of Murderfly fans. Now, what does that say to the culture when you have so many people who claim as their own anthem the "Bad Motherfucker" song by Murderfly?
I would
The
What
word
comes to
deranged
me
comes to mind.
is that they're in a place of hurt they're in a place of
I'm sorry, Bo.
anger and frustration, and they want to just get all of it out. And so this is a way to represent how they're feeling deep down inside.
Yeah, it's therapeutic then.
Yeah, to a certain extent, it is therapeutic for people that if they feel that they're of this darkness and they have this self-talk of hatred, because we can talk very negative to ourselves, and then that shows up in our lives. We are reflections of what we are on the inside. It comes out through the life that we live and existence. So these musicians, brilliant for what they are, what they're representing. However, the people, they're just finding that, okay, this is how I'm feeling. They're showing my feeling. And a lot of it is fragmentation of their souls. You know, they don't feel the love. They don't feel respected. They're just pissed off. And so this type of music emanates that.
So what you're trying to tell me is you want to listen to another one of their songs.
Did not say that.
She did say that. This is Murderfly, Reverse the Energy. Now, judge this song. This song might be a little more your speed. So let's check it out.
I don't think so.
Oh, it will be.
Okay. There's a beat.
Torturing my conscience, a very silent pain. Clear my mind, I repent for all of my mistake, yeah. Internally changed, I was reborn, and all of this was done for you. In the end, just so hypocritical. You were never, ever true, oh no. Now it's over, there's no sorrow. I accept my fate. Better now, my mind is clear. Relief, no more silent play. Crying like an angel, unable to touch the sky. Rise up, broken angel. You know it's in your mind. Crying like an angel, unable to touch the sky. Rise up, broken angel. You know it's in your mind. The voice of destiny is calling. I trust my fate to lead my way. The cloudy memories, wrong things, I feel so ashamed. The taste of my dream and addiction living inside of me. Visions of heaven to a blind man. Visions of heaven and everything. Crying like an angel, unable to touch the sky. Rise up, broken angel. You know it's in your mind. Crying like an angel, unable to touch the sky. to a blind man. Visions of heaven, it's not the same. Visions of heaven to a blind man. Visions of heaven, it's not the same. Visions of heaven to a blind man. Visions of heaven, it's not the same. Visions of heaven to a blind man. Visions of heaven, I'm not insane.
There you go. Yeah, I was just speaking to Mama J. If John or Bo or anybody, if you're listening, she said when you come down, you have to come on her show. I know that Murderfly, and I believe it is the 17th, will be playing November 17th. They'll be playing in Tampa. Again, I'm not exactly positive that that's the date or the time. I'll let you know next week.
Where at?
I believe it's at the Mug again. They just played Largo this past weekend.
Where was that show?
I'm not sure. to tell you
That's
the
right
truth.
down the road.
Man, I'm out of the loop.
Yep.
That's
and
where I'm
You would have had a
from.
really good show. They Burning Fervorana, who we played earlier, they were there yesterday. Psycho Tribe, another really good band, they were there yesterday.
Wow.
And Falls Upon Us, who are some really nice guys. I think they're from the Bushnell area or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, literally, Mechanisms coming from Orlando, and you have Fathom from Fort Lauderdale, and you have Murderfly from Melbourne. I mean, these bands are coming from everywhere and doing these venues together, and they're playing, all over the place now. So
That's badass.
yeah, Murderfly's been all over the state. I think they're trying to. They're finishing a CD right now, and then they're going to be included. They're working with the ex-drummer for Marilyn Manson, Sarah Lee Lucas. Well, the last show that I went to and saw Murderfly, Sarah Lee Lucas was there,
Wow.
and it was funny because the guitarist from Murderfly was hanging out with them, and there was a pit, so people are throwing each other around in the pit, expressing their rage, and one of the guys got thrown out and hit the guitarist from Murderfly, and he bumped into, I think that's the way it went, into Sarah Lee Lucas, and it made him spill his drink. So being the biggest guy standing there, he goes, I'm jumping on your back, and so he jumps on my back, and he wants me to go ram the guy. So I run into the pit with the ex-drummer from Marilyn Manson on my back, running around in the pit.
Oh,
trying
man.
That did happen.
I
Trying
mean,
to smash
this
people
is a
down.
visual.
Yeah, yeah. He's a little guy. Boy, he is cool, very approachable, very nice guy.
Awesome.
For being, somebody from that
Realm.
that large of a band. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it would be the music lyrics. I pay attention to the lyrics and then the type of actual music, vibration, and melodies and stuff like that in it and whatnot. Like I've been listening to a CD of a girl who's a rapper, but I went through her CD and she wants to promote the spiritual aspect of rapping, but I listened to her CD and it was more like hard rock, right? But if you listen to the lyrics, you can start picking out, oh, okay, there is that undertone of it and everything. So on my show, I want it to be eclectic, and the more people educate themselves. So if these guys, one or two of the members came in and I got to interview them, and yeah, the music may not necessarily vibe with my audience necessarily, but if they got to understand where these people are coming from on their own paths, because everybody has their own path, I think that would be enlightening for people in general.
Sure. You might have to do it on this show. They'll be playing, if it is on the 17th, that's a Saturday. But if I can see if somebody from Murderfly could come to the studio Sunday, I don't know if they're going to wait till Monday night before going home, but maybe I could talk somebody into staying until Sunday afternoon. And then if you want to come back here, and you could just talk to them for an hour, and I'll just sit over there and look pretty. What I
Aw,
do best.
you're so cool.
Yeah, well, we got a cross mode here at Global Entertainment Media.
Absolutely. We're all here to support and help each other grow in our best possible ways.
Absolutely.
Support and love.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, my point is on Sunday, everybody should be home on Sunday. Of course, a lot of people work on Sunday now, but the idea of having this time slot. Right now it's 3:30 to 5:30. I'm going to move it to 2:30 to 5:30. But I would like to get everybody, the fans of the bands that play, the bands themselves, and people that are just interested in the local scene. You're having a barbecue on a Sunday afternoon. Turn on Rock Slam Radio, listen to Lester's Tour Bus, and you're going to get to hear, pure Florida music. And so that'll sort of create. There's no real venue. They do have JR has Native Noise. Murderfly's on Native Noise a lot, but this kind of gives you a daytime, place where you can listen to Florida music. And we're going to look for, really good, obscure acts, that sort of thing, and put them on the show. So it'll give some exposure to bands that are already established, and some of the larger Florida bands to some of the smaller Florida bands. And the prevailing attitude today, even by some of the larger bands in the Murderfly, realm, is to help the smaller bands along. They don't fear competition.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's that's what I say.
It's a
kind of
beautiful
unusual.
thing.
It is a beautiful thing. It really is. So
Got to see the positive in everything and be grateful for everything, no matter what it shows up as.
I've only been here in this area for not even a month, just about 3 weeks, and I've noticed that as well. And the bands and the camaraderie and the brotherhood that is among the band and musicians in this area is phenomenal. Everybody treats everybody with respect, and there's no backlashing or rivalry type thing that you might find in other towns, with bands and musicians sometimes. It's not like that here. It's a very cool musician community around here, and I'm very appreciative of it.
yep, and you're a big part of it. Buddy here, he's extremely well connected. He knows everybody, and of course, when he came on to Lester's Tour Bus, that was incredibly beneficial to us because of just his connections and everything else, and we really appreciate that.
It's an honor and a privilege, actually, for me. So thank you as well.
Well, if anybody needs massage therapy,
I need it right now. But I have
right this
I have
second.
very specific requirements.
Can I get a foot massage?
Oh my goodness. You feel that? It's just all muscle.
I can feel that all the way over here.
Can you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
This is
it's
good
amazing.
stuff, Nolan. You bring good guests in. I like that.
Hey, you should do like
How much
a
you charge an
point
hour?
by point demonstration.
Oh my God.
Bring your table in, and do a point by point demonstration of what.
You could do that. I'll
You
pay.
know how you do that,
You can
know what I'm
massage.
saying?
We'll lay a table
Mama
right
J?
there.
Yeah.
Put
You can
Buddy
talk
butt
everybody-
naked with a towel over him. You can,
Yeah, I'm liking that idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
well, when he gets it bigger and like he was talking about in the meeting and everything,
Oh, I can get bigger.
the space to have that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I had an idea for like a water massage once. Like jets of water pounding on you while you lay on a table. I don't know. You'd have to filter the water all the time. I guess you wouldn't want somebody else's, and the water bill would be high.
Oh, those water things aren't that good.
Yeah, they're not that good, huh? Yeah, nothing like the human touch, the human hand,
Exactly.
Right. Because you're getting the aura and the energy from it as well.
That was just
Exactly.
one arm too.
Just
I'm I can't even talk. Give a massage by Mama J.
Right on.
And you too will sound like that.
All gibbery. I'm gonna get you. All
Doesn't
of a
that get you
sudden.
tired though?
I've been doing this for like 14
It's
years.
a lot of forceful.
You must have some strong hands.
Well, I do a special 3-layer massage. I do what I
I
just
have a
sampled.
3-layer body, so that's
No.
good.
And well, in essence, that's what it actually. Wow, you just helped me figure. That's what I'm doing. I'm working all the layers, the energy layers of the body, pretty much. I do the medium to deep pressure massage with those type of manipulations throughout your entire body, and then I apply the lotion. And I do a combination of a lomi lomi, which is a Hawaiian stroke where I'm using my forearms all along your body and everything. And then I use an Esalen massage stroke, which is it tends to be on the sensual side, but it's so
Gonna say that.
relaxing. It
Wow.
it totally puts you in a different place. And a lot of people go into a meditation mode when I do that for them. And I've had clients where I actually give them a guided meditation as I'm doing the Esalen and the Lomi Lomi and everything. And then I follow it up with the very light angel
Sounds exotic.
touch.
Do you do frontals?
I'm professional.
Yeah, how often do you
So-
get asked something like that, though?
Well, it's been happening for the past, it's part of the industry, but I'm professional and you got to be respected.
We're just trying to be funny.
The front
I
of my body
know.
has muscles that ache too. I mean, just in my chest. And sometimes when I ride my bike for miles, my top of the leg muscles really on fire. From all that-
Yeah, the front of the
So,
muscles
that's
get
why I
worked
was-
on.
yeah,
It's a full body massage,
right on.
both sides and everything.
Can I
Yeah,
ask you a
right.
question, Mama J?
Uh-oh, what is it?
Do you do girls too?
Yes, I've worked on women before.
Well, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't suggesting anything.
No, I didn't think so whatsoever.
Exactly.
Because
Because she who must be obeyed is watching, so we're okay. Anyways, are you did you
Yes,
say
I
you
have
had
to be going.
to break
so
out and take the little ones in.
yes, I have to get them back home to Orlando and everything. So
Well, you are welcome anytime.
Aw,
So you're coming
thank
here
you.
every Monday from Orlando?
no. I live here now, but my children, they stay in Orlando for school and everything. And because they're boys, and unlike some women, they take the kids. No, you can't have your children. No, I've always been very open and welcoming. They're good fathers. They're excellent. So
that's pretty cool.
it's a
And
very
you have a good
open-
relationship
Yeah,
with
boys
the dad.
need their
and-
dad.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly.
I
That's
agree.
pretty cool.
That's a
and,
good attitude.
and
Very
I'm
good attitude.
respectful of that. My children's fathers, because in my 20s I did have my relationships with them, and I have always blessed my exes to move on and have happy lives. They are happily married. It's always been a very beautiful, peaceful thing. At first, it's always very difficult,
Of course.
but ultimately, I always want peace and love for everybody.
Beautiful.
So that's what I'm all about.
That's a beautiful
right.
thing. Yeah. Great having you on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me come in and find out about you guys and feel out your energies and stuff and understand you guys. So,
And again, tune in every Monday right here on Rock Slam Radio at what time?
it's actually on Spirit Pioneers.
Oh, Spirit Pioneers. Okay.
Mondays 5 to 6.
Monday 5 to 6.
Well, I will listen this Monday from 5 to 6.
Aw, awesome.
And I'll be cataloging
Thank
every
you.
screw up you make.
Yeah.
Please do so I can
Yeah.
be perfected.
Yeah. Oh, I think you're doing just fine.
Aw, thank
You're
you.
natural.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Make sure you let Nolan know.
I will. The boss, the head chief.
Yes.
The
Oh,
big
he
man.
knows.
Yeah.
He knows. He
Nolan
listens to
knows
everything.
everything.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
pays
no,
attention to
he
everything.
admitted he doesn't know everything, but him and his brother know everything.
Yes.
It's gonna go between the two of them.
Yeah.
No, he's a really great guy. His vision for this, I'm really happy to be part of something like this company and what we're all wanting to represent, what we're wanting to achieve.
So
Being
am I.
together.
There's nothing because usually on Saturday by 4 a.m. I'm out in my front yard drunk, and there's nothing else that would make me want to drive somewhere 2 hours after waking up with a hungover, except for this. I have to kind of suck it up and come out here and not let Nolan down. So
Right. It's beautiful, but
Or your many fans.
absolutely.
Can't let them
Well,
down.
I'll
All
be
12
sure
of
to
them.
tweet this episode on my Twitter and everything. Find you guys and put it on my Twitter so more people can check you guys out
add
as
us on,
well.
and if you know any bands, again, it's not. There's no particular genre that we favor. So as of right now, it does seem to be on the heavier side because that's the type of music that I'm into, and that's who I'm connected with. But I definitely like to get a couple really good country, artists in here, and a couple good, rhythm and blues artists and whatever, and some new age stuff. If
Awesome.
you know
Well, I'll
somebody that'd be
definitely
interested.
start putting my feelers out for that and stuff because I need an excuse to become sociable anyways.
You seem sociable enough.
Well, thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing the best I can.
All right.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna-
all have a wonderful, wonderful
Thank
week.
you.
Good evening.
And you too.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
All right.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
Murderfly Flowers. Hello? Can I hear me? Oh, yeah, I can hear me. And that was Murderfly. Sorry about that. We were over here messing around with the guitar and not paying attention to the end of the song coming up there. So
Kind of caught us napping.
it did caught us napping. Well, plus I just had that wonderful massage, and so I'm kind of in
lucky dog. You.
kind of in the zone. Oh, he was just expressing his jealousy that he didn't get one. He has a defective shoulder, I guess, that needs aid.
It's more than aid. I need therapy.
Therapy.
I need some therapy.
Yep.
I need my mind examined.
All right. Well, I'm going to go on the show this past weekend on the 20th. We were talking about some of the bands that have played there. One of the bands was Psycho Tribe. This is another band. If you get a chance, go look at their video on YouTube for Take Control. It's completely professionally done. It's really good. And the thing that I like about this band is they get metal. It's just very much just a metal, a very advanced, their lead guitarist. He's a big Dimebag Darrell fan, a big Slayer fan, that sort of thing. But what they play is very original, but it's true to the metal roots, and the video's excellent. So if you get a chance, this is the song "Take Control" by Psycho Tribe.
With myself, such a way to be exposed.
that just an awesome song?
Yeah, it's a kick-ass song. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, and the singer, she's she's just as crazy.
That was a girl singing that?
Yeah.
I'm like floored now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. She's
Wow.
she's a fun person to talk to. I got to talk to her a little bit when she was off the stage, and she's pretty much the same as when she's on the stage. She's just wired for rock, and
Wow.
yeah, and I like that. I like that a lot. People that not just play the music, but also live the life. Rock stars. She's a rock star. It's in her DNA. I'm going to go ahead and I have another song by Psycho Tribe. This one was sent to me by the guitarist. This song is called Faceless Killers.
Again, I cannot believe that is a girl singing that.
She's-
Incredible voice. Wow.
She is amazing.
But does she talk like that when you talk to her?
Nope, she talks just nice and sweet and normal, and you'd never guess in a million years. And I was just kidding about Fathom too. Fathom, she's like, "Oh hi, how are you?" Just as polite and sweet as you can imagine. And
Gets on the stage and it turns into a whole nother thing.
so, yeah,
Kick ass, man. I was really enjoying it. Hey, they playing around anywhere soon?
well, I don't know. They just played Saturday.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
I should look. Yeah, I should look and see when their next show is. Actually, let me check Facebook real quick. What
Right on.
you have some stuff going on?
Yeah. In the meantime, I've been doing some recording with Mr. Sawbladehead, and if you know who he is, or
Yeah.
those that don't know, Mr. Sawblade, one of a kind name, just like myself, of course.
Yeah.
And he is Sean Lowry, the drummer for the band Retribution, and also the drummer for Carnival of Crew, the Motley Crue tribute that's based right here in Tampa area. They were over in Daytona playing Bike Week. They played 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, and tonight they're playing as well.
And they did the benefit last week
And
too.
they did the benefit last week. Yeah,
Yep.
great bunch of guys, great band. Damon Janaya is the singer, and he's an incredible singer. Used to sing for Sabotage. Anyway, I've been doing some drum tracks and recording my own original song with Mr. Sawbladehead in his home studio, and I will be having I'm releasing a single, basically, a song that I wrote with my niece Erica James. And we're going to be releasing that sometime before Thanksgiving, and we'll debut it right here on Lester's Tour Bus Show so everybody can hear it and check it out. It's basically strictly a song that I wrote and created and produced in order to raise funds for children with autism. The organization is called Autism Speaks. And also my cousin, her son, was recently in Johns Hopkins Oncology Pediatric Center for treatment for cancer. And there's a lot of little kids up there that have cancer and getting treatment. They lose their hair and everything like that. It's really sad. And this song that I created and wrote and recording is to raise funds for those children as well. So there's 3 different children's charities that I'm using this song to raise money for, to donate, and 100% of all the funds, money, donations, proceeds, whatever, all the cost is strictly coming out of my pocket. I don't care about that. I'm strictly selling this song. It'll be on iTunes, Amazon, and all those things like that, strictly to raise money for children with autism or cancer.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And Mr. Sawblade is doing the drums. Yeah, you ought to hear it. It's going to be kick-ass.
Well, his reputation precedes him. I mean,
Yeah. That means follows him around.
yeah, it follows him. He's really well known in the area.
Yeah.
And of course, if you've ever heard Retribution or Carnival of Crew or any of
Kick-ass
these
band.
bands, yeah. What was the other band you were telling me about? It was a Guns N' Roses tribute band. There was
Yeah,
a Motley Crue tribute band, and
I forget the name. Maybe they were called Night Train or something.
I think that was it. Yeah, Night
Yeah.
Train.
They're Axl. I couldn't stop looking at him. I thought it was Axl. This guy looks more like Axl than Axl does now. He looks like Axl when he first came out in the 80s. This guy had the look. It was, peach fuzz on his face, barely shaved, and he did a phenomenal job as Axl Rose.
You know,
The
that's
best one
funny,
I've ever seen.
buddy. I actually agree with you. He actually looks more like Axl than Axl.
Yeah,
Go figure that one out.
yeah.
But I didn't get to see them that night, and it really sucks. I was speaking to this lovely girl named Wendy Mead at the event.
Oh, yeah.
And she was telling me about that band and that there was no way I could stay. Had the wife and kid with me, and we had other things we had to do. I try to stay anytime I go to a venue. I try to, because of what I do here for Florida bands, I try to stay and watch all the bands, but I wasn't able to that day. But I mean, before the show, everybody, you got to see the Guns N' Roses tribute band. You got to see them. They're amazing. It's like you're sitting there watching Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
and then, of course, after the show, like Buddy here, he's all glossy-eyed and a fan, and it was like a few people that told me, that they were really good,
They were the shit. Yeah.
that they were the shit.
Shite.
Yes.
The shiznizzle.
I got
Shizzle.
I got a couple more songs I want to play before we have 13 minutes left in the show. This is definitely changing gears, but just speaking of nice people on the it's either second or third tour bus show. We had Soca Van in, and this is calypso style music. But I want to make sure the available music that I have that I do start covering all genres of that music. Like I said, we're going to take a pretty serious turn right here, but it's a really, really good song from a really, really good guy. And if you get a chance, if you see him anywhere, if you see Soca Van playing, go talk to him, meet him. He's, again, very approachable, and he just loves all people. It doesn't matter, any other types of musicians, that sort of thing. This is Soca Van, Get On.
Raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Let me see you raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Get on in the morning, get on in the evening. Get on, want to see you. Get on. It's early Tuesday morning. I hearing fan beating. Get on, everybody. Get on. Some people playing jab jab. Some people playing mud mass. Hey. Get on, everybody. Get on. Let me see you raise your hand. Put something in the air. Get on like you don't care. Cause you want to get on. Get on in the morning. Get on in the evening. Get on, want to see you. Get on. You're holding on your lady and jamming she like crazy. Hey, get on, everybody. Get on. You're basking in the music. That costume's looking real sick. Hey, get on, everybody. Get on. This is Trinbago, land of the steel pan. Limbo shot the bacchanal. And you want to get on. Get on in the morning. Get on in the evening. Get on, want to see you. Get on. They come down to the islands to fall in love with Bacchanal. Hey! Get on, everybody. Get on. We jacking up in steel band like solo desperados. Hey! Get on, everybody. Get on. You're touched down in paradise where the vibes flow. Limbo make you bend down low. And you want to get on. Get on in the morning. Get on in the evening. Get on, want to see you. Get on. Raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Let me see you raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Get on in the morning, get on in the evening. Get on, want to see you. Get on. Raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Let me see you raise your hand, put something in the air. Everybody watching you, cause you want to get on. Get on in the morning, get on in the evening. Get on, want to see you. Get on, get on, get on, get on, want to see you. Get on, get on, everybody. Get on. Get on, get on.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love that guy. I get a very much like a Lion King vibe, but he was telling us about this
Boy, boy.
particular style of music. If you get a chance on the webcast, I believe it'll say actually Lester's Lester's Tour Bus Show, and then it'll have the word Soca Van. But that's actually a very good show because it included a genre of music that I'm not used to, and he gave a historical perspective on it, and it was surprisingly very good. So if you're interested in music and sort of holistically like I am, then that might be something you want to listen to and check out.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. And folks can go and watch this show later on in the week if they missed it, right?
Correct. You can
Right
listen
on.
to it whenever you want. I mean, like me, even everything's on demand now. I don't know if I'm sure there's still, other than football, where I scurry to a channel to watch any particular show. I just wait for it, the next day to come out on Hulu or whatever, and then I watch it. And so that's what I figure with this show. Our numbers are definitely going up every year. We're number 2 on Roxanne Radio now, and it's really the bands.
This show is number 2 on Rock Slam now?
Yes, it is.
Well,
The
right
numbers.
on, folks. Thank you
Yep.
for listening and tuning in.
Yeah, well, we'll probably never break number 1 because of
That'll be our challenge.
It will be our challenge, but
Yeah.
the Hellraiser's Ball is pretty much my favorite show. And even though I guess technically it's competition, but not really, because we're all
yes,
we're
yeah.
all sort of a
All in the
family
same
here,
family,
and
yeah.
we're all kind of, and it's not like we're in the same time slot or anything. But in all reality, he has an excellent show.
Right on.
But as just far as raw numbers, and what's going on is the bands and the fans, they once the show's on, the band will post on Facebook that they interviewed on the show or whatever, and then everybody will come and listen to them because it's a opportunity for them to tell them something about the band you may not pick up at a show, like where they came from, what their influences are, that sort of thing. And of course, we're all too happy to do it. The best thing about starting this, I'd approached Nolan, and I wasn't intending on doing a radio show at all. And I was like, what would you think of a station that did nothing but Florida music? And it had been something that I had thought about before. I was actually in a band, and it was another show, the Triple X show, which is on Rock Slam Radio. They brought my band in to play, and we played. And so I was talking to Nolan about doing a pure Florida music station. And he said, well, what would you think of starting off as a show instead of doing a station that's going to play, Florida music 15 hours a day? Start a show. And I was like, yeah, that'd probably be a good start. And he said, do you want to do it? And I'm like, well, the whole radio gig, the whole, having the ability to speak and be entertaining and that sort of thing, it's actually pretty difficult. It's not, something you constantly have to be thinking of things to say and that sort of thing. So, earlier on in the earlier shows, it was certainly more difficult than it is now, but starting getting into the flow of things. But the Florida music, the trying to create, being part of, and I'm not in any way, I don't think significant at all in this. I think there's a Florida music scene emerging, but I'd love, I want to do my small part in trying to create that. I believe regionally that this will be the next area where music explodes. Regionally being as far as from a national level, the Southeast, particularly Florida.
And just like Seattle had its heyday and its scene when it blew up.
And LA
Right.
and Detroit and New York, at different times. And I think the time is just ripe for Florida because we have, just so many great bands here right now and so many good people. And in all reality, I mean, people are showing up. It's hard to get people out of their house to do anything. Big screen TVs and video game systems and everything else. It's but people come out
That and the
and they see
Popo.
these bands. So so there's a really good client base, or what would I say? I guess fan base for the bands, but people who want to interact with one another and listen to music and do their thing. What do you think about that, buddy?
I think it's a good thing, man. It's a rock and roll. It's it's a good vibe that's going on down here in the Florida. A lot of good bands out around here, and like you said, not even not just rock and roll and heavy metal, but a lot of different genres. Country's really big down here.
Really big, and a lot of
And,
really good country bands. Not necessarily my thing, but I do like country music in the sense that they're patriotic. I mean, the entire country culture is, you know, America first and take care of your family and work hard and all that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all that.
Yeah.
And you know, there's, you know, a huge fan of you know, Charlie Daniels. I mean, just some people out there, you know, Roy Clark, just, you know, amazing guitarists that
You ain't kidding.
even if you're not into them stylistically, you do have to marvel at their just sheer raw ability, you know.
You got that right.
Anyways, I'm going to play the show. I got 3 minutes left on the show. I'm going to play one more song. This is from Servants of the Mist. And this is the door guy, Richard, who works at the Brass Mug. He came in and did a show with us. They're actually going to come in again with some new material, hopefully soon. This is Servants of the Mist, Stillborn, the most evil song I think I've ever heard. So here you go.
Peace out.
Well, we ran a little bit over, but we'd like to thank everybody for listening to Lister's Tour Bus. Please join us again next week on Sunday from 3:30 to 5:30.
Yeah.
Anything else? All right, we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Peace out. Keep it metal.
What was that? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fine show from rockslamradio.com. Yeah.